to do, Mel?
Like, I'm actually fed up. Like, I'm actually done with it. Like,
Are you done with it?
No, I'm done. Like...
Sure. You don't sound like you're done with it.
I'm freaking done. Like, honestly, like, I'm done. Like, it's ridiculous now. Like, it's been like this for absolutely weeks. I haven't been able to use my packing bench for probably 6 weeks. Since that Mills and Boon haul came in.
It's got a
like
virus?
You bought this into my warehouse, and it because all of that needs bundling. None of that is individual listings. Like, it's hard to bundle it when like something's at the bottom of the pile and something's at the top of the pile. I don't know. I'm just sick of it. So I don't know. I think I'm just going to stay in here all day today.
Well, just remember what Tech said. You have a virus.
The virus is back.
You
You know, like when you get sick and then it comes back and you get sick again. Yeah, the virus is back.
It's not terminal, but you know, it's like you got some work to do. If you need a break, come and see me.
No, don't distract me today.
I'm not distracting you. I'm just saying if you need a break, because you're going to be in here for so long, you're going to need a break.
No, I'm just going to keep going like a machine.
Okay, well, at 6 o'clock tonight, you're going to be sorry you did that. You don't want to burn yourself out.
No, I will. I'll burn myself out in here today until this is done. I'm done.
So it's going to be back from Burnout 2.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Oh, cool.
What did you come back to say?
Have a good day.
Okay, so I'm serious when I say that I'm absolutely done. I am fed up with this warehouse and how it looks. I've had almost 4 weeks where I haven't had long working days in the warehouse. Due to personal circumstances, I've barely been out in this warehouse for 4 weeks. I've been coming out, picking, packing my orders, doing minimal photography as fast as I can. I even had to set up a secondary photo station at my house because personal circumstances have meant that I haven't been able to come out here on a daily basis and I haven't been able to have long working days out here. So the warehouse just hasn't had any chunk time for me to finish off these tasks. It's been pretty much me come in, race in, get whatever I need to do and leave. And it's just meaning every time I come in here, it's depressing. It means I'm not working productively. Every single job that I'm doing is taking me twice as long. And I'm back not almost at square one where I was like at the end of last year when I was working on my death pile, but I'm back working in a chaotic zone and it doesn't make me work productively. I get really overwhelmed. It makes me anxious every time I come in here and I get flustered, and basically then it puts me into almost like a task paralysis again where I don't know what to focus on because I know that this needs focusing on, but I know that I've got other tasks that need my attention, like making money. So I get stuck in this task paralysis then where I can't seem to do anything. And it's just, it's not good for my type of personality. So today is the day, it's the first day that I've had, it's Saturday, and it's the first day that I've had a long day where I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going back to my house tonight. I'm staying here in Goulburn overnight at Tom's house. So I've got all day to work in here, and being a Saturday, it means I actually don't have to pick and pack and get my orders ready or anything like that. I can spend the whole day focusing on cleaning up this mess. Now, the mess that is in here, most of it just is a matter of I've got a lot of photography to do and a lot of sorting. So the main part is photography. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my benches because everything that's on the benches is actually bundled up, ready to photograph. So if I can get the benches clean, it's going to give me some workspace because there's other stuff on the floor here and I've got quite a few bags of magazines as well. I need to spread them out. There's nowhere to spread out, bundle them up. So I think today is going to be a matter of photographing as fast as I can, then sorting the next pile. Photographing, sorting, and just putting away and going as fast as I can. I'm going to try not to get distracted. I'm going to try not to take, I will stop for lunch when I need to, and I will stop obviously if I need a drink or for the toilet. But other than that, I don't want to be distracted. I don't want to go anywhere. I just want to get in here. I'm going to put some music on or a podcast or something that just can, probably music, I think, to motivate me today. And I'm just going to crack onto this as fast as I can. And I'm not leaving. I will sit here for 24 hours. Like if I have to do a 24-hour stint, if I have to work overnight in this warehouse, I will. I'm not going, I'm not leaving. I'm not finishing this task off. I don't care. I don't care how many hours it takes me, I'm doing it. I got these 2 bags are books that are waiting to photograph. It's a kid's haul that I got. This white thing needs to go out into my car. It's something that I bought at a garage sale. I bought 3 of them for $30, so $10 each. They're worth about $250 each. They're a really expensive brand called Elfa. I've already taken 2 of them home. That's all I can fit in my car. So I'm going to put this one in my car. That's going to go home with me, and I'm going to list those on Facebook Marketplace from my house. Now, this big stack of books over sitting here behind me, what this is these are actually listed books, but they're old listed books. So they were on a shelf around the corner, and they've been listed probably for a couple of years, these books, and they just weren't selling, and I needed some shelf space. So what I did was I took all of these off. I used the shelf space around there to put fresh new listings. And basically with these books, what I want to do now is I've got to unlist them they're still listed in the store. Like, they've been sitting here for weeks. I've sold maybe 1 or 2 from the pile. They don't sell. They're really, really slow selling books. So ideally what I want to do with this today is I want to sort through this. I need to find the books that I can bundle up. And other than that, these books have been listed for so long, they're undesirable items, and I think it's a matter of like, it's time to move them out of the store. So I need to unlist them from my store and find them a new home down at the charity shop or something, because they've got to the point, they're at least 2 years old, not selling, I'm out of space. Sometimes books have to go like that when they're just not selling and your space becomes an issue. These books down here, the ones probably stacked up top, they are books that I want to keep for bundling. These ones down here came from a big haul that I put on Facebook Marketplace as a sale. Nobody took them from Facebook Marketplace. So I might have one more quick look through those. And then again, they're books that need to probably find a home. These 2 piles, I'm not sure what they are. They came from a haul. That looks like a big bundle there waiting. Some old books that take a little bit more time, and I need to comp these to see if they're worth listing. I had a big haul of mailers that had come in, so I'm kind of just, I could stack these at Tom's, which I might have to, or I've got a couple boxes up there on top of that DVD CD pile. I could put them up there. Okay, so this here, again, this is just death pile, waiting to photograph, waiting to list. I know the bag under there is magazines that I need to sort through, and I'm not sure what's in those boxes. I've got an old Barbie house here that I picked up at a garage sale the other day for $5. I think it's from the 80s. I know that'll be worth money, which is why I bought it. It's got all the pieces inside it, but again, I need to list it. But there's probably something I'll sell from my house rather than the warehouse. And these are all books that Tom gave me from one of his big hauls. And all of these books, they're not worth listing individually, but they are worth listing as bundles. And they're nearly all cookbooks. So I've just got to find the ones that are on the same topics so that I can actually bundle them up. Now, the problem is I don't have space to do that. So these are kind of going to be left to one of the last things, because what I want to do is, again, I'm going to need to use shelf space, and I'm probably going to have to bring the table that's over here, to help me sort those. But I want them gone today. They're annoying me. Okay, I've got 2 full boxes and a half box here. These are all classical CDs. I got a really good deal on those the other week, and all the discs are like brand new. So the good thing about these is they're all like the same type. They're all the same type of classical. So I'm just going to bundle those up. I'm going to lot them. But I've just got to work out how I'm bundling. All maybe like all opera, all strings. I don't know. Packing bench, again, it's just got messy. Some bundles here waiting to photograph. These ones need like de-stickering. They've got the stickers there that need to come off. Some books here, that's a mess. Okay, these books here, these bundles here, they've already been listed, but I'd run out of room to put them. All right, so what I've actually got in my car as well is I've bought 2 new shelves. I'm going to put one at the end here and one at the end here. I've got all this stuff to list, but I'm running out of room on the shelves. So I need to put up another couple of shelves. So that's probably one of my first jobs as well, so that once I start photographing all this stuff, I've got shelves ready to go to put those. And apart from that, these heaps of magazines that need sorting, date ordering and putting into bundles. Still working on this kids haul that I got, so that's a little, trying to bundle those. I've got like a bunch of magazines on the floor. Again, these are listed. I just didn't have a shelf space for them, so that's a nightmare. And I don't know, it's just messy. It's just, the floor needs a sweep. So there is a lot to do in here.
No one ever knows where we're heading, where the story goes. You just gotta hold on to your path. What feels right in your heart and your soul. I know you always wanna do what's right. I know you rather wanna fight than fight. But every now and then you gotta pause. Ask yourself, is this right? Stand your ground. You say, I wanna be the hero, 'cause I don't wanna give up.
I don't need any instructions. I've made a million shelves. That's one thing. Guys, the other day I got a new bed. It's a big king size bed. And Tom was like, oh, you're going to struggle to put that thing together. Was it like a gas lift belt? A gas lift bed? So it was like king size as well, so it was big. Tom's like, you're going to struggle to put that together. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm like the queen of putting things together. And yeah, I put the bed together all by myself. It only took me a couple hours. I was pretty impressed with my handyman skills. So it's all good and well to wear gloves, but sometimes they just make it really hard to do things. These are kind of like got a grip on them, but they're only quite thin, but they're probably still hard for me to do stuff in. But it's cold out here today. Where's my hammer? Oh.
Let's go to work, 'cause I'm tripping. Gotta work on myself, 'cause I'm falling apart. Please wake me up, 'cause I'm slipping. Can't fight this feeling off no more.
It's cold in the warehouse. My nose is running.
Not going to give up and fall. Rise above the door. Meet all my challenges and search for my strength. I defeat them all. I'm never ever gonna hide no more. I come to love myself again. Yeah. For all the things I
Sweep where that shelf is going. Oh, look at all that dust. This is the other bad thing when you get built up with like stuff around. It makes it hard to, I mean, you need to be brooming every single day when you come into a warehouse. And when you got stuff in the way, it makes it hard. Okay. Okay, so this shelf is a little bit longer. So I'm going to line it up with the aisle just so but it's going to stick out here. And even though I'm not full OCD, that annoys me. This is HI element of HIJ. HIJ. Where's K? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. K L M. Okay, I know what I've done. Shelf wise. I just got to name this shelf, that's all. So this is going to be K, double K. I've kind of got myself out of order with the shelves in here. Like, I know where they are, but I think something that I'm going to start to do is I've got all these handwritten little SKU numbers that I just recycle them, I reuse, so I don't have to rewrite new ones very often. But I think I'm going to go to like Amazon and buy like one of those. I see the guys that do the clothing, and they just buy the pre-printed numbers that go like 1 to 1,000, and they use it on their clothing plastic bags and that's their SKU number. And I'm just thinking, like, it would be so much easier for me just to get a sticker and stick it on the clear plastic, and then I can leave it on when I sell it. Whereas these I sell it and then I pull them out and I recycle and I keep them. Whereas if I can just buy the sticker rolls for up to 1,000, I think that will be, that's definitely something that I want to look into where you get those from. I'm presuming it's just Amazon. And then, so these are already listed. That's one, at least I don't have to photograph these. What I will need to do is I'm going to take a photo of this shelf and all these numbers, and then I'm just going to go sit down at the computer and basically when I listed these, I've given them all like a basic shelf number. I think I called it double R, but in fact it's actually double K. So I'm going to go back in, and also I just did double R. I didn't know what shelf number they were all going to go onto. So I'm just going to go back in, take a photo of these, and then go into my inventory, search by the SKU number, and change the SKU on all these listings. So it'll probably take me 10 minutes, but it'll just ensure when one sells that I won't have any problems. Okay. Ooh, one empty bag, yay. Right. I don't know where that one's going to go. We'll put that. Okay, that one can go into Z3. Rightio, so before I go any further, I'm going to update the SKU on that because I don't want to forget, because if I sell one and it's got the wrong SKU, then it'll slow me down with everything else. So that's the next priority. Where's my glasses? Oh, I think they're in the car. 7:46. 4:07. 2:29. Okay, that's all done. So I'm just going to delete them from my phone. Right. Good. Done. Now what? Oh. People ask me this question all the time. How do I know where to put the books? Okay, so I've got the post-it note. I've just written KK3 because this shelf is KK and this is shelf 3. It's an empty shelf. So what I'm going to do is I've got all these Mills and Boon that are sitting on the packing bench and waiting to photograph. They're already bundled up. I just need to photograph them now. So photography station set up. I've got a big pile of all my little individual SKU numbers set up here on the side next to me. I've got KK3, so what I do is after every single one that I photograph, I take a photo then of KK3, so when I sit down at the computer and list, I know exactly what to put this inventory SKU number in the listing. Now I just need my other phone and I'm ready to rock and roll, as Tech would say. The bundles take a little bit more work to photograph just because you got to lay them out. Instead of just taking photos of one book, you got to take photos of lots of books. And then you've got that time involved in wrapping them all up with the plastic wrap so that they stay together. So there's just a little bit more work involved. They're easy to list, quick for me to list, especially when they're all Mills and Boon like this. So easy for me to list. Way faster for me to list. And pretty much exactly the same listing, just roughly change the title or how many books are in the bundle. They're so simple to list. But in terms of the actual photo stage, yeah, that takes a little bit more longer. Just put them as close as I can. That's why I'm double stacking them here, because it's just a bit closer for me to reach. Probably once I've taken the first half of this shelf, I'll shuffle them along. 23, 24, 25 to 6. Now 27 bundles here. I might actually go to the toilet before I start this, and then, you know, hopefully I'm done within 30 minutes. Okay, so I think the next thing for me to do is photograph this pile, just get the floor space as clean as possible before I start on the next bigger task. These are only a couple of small tasks really, and this bench here, I'm going to clean this. So 1, 2, 3.
This is something.
It's not butter chicken, what is it? Tom's bought us pizzas and garlic bread. Right. It's really annoying because Andrew's next door.
I've got a chair for you.
Thank you. Andrew's next door doing his panel beating or whatever he does. And his noise is so noisy when I'm wanting to film. This pizza has like a creamy base or something, no tomato. No tomato sauce, like it's like a carbonara or something. Are you getting much done?
What?
Are you getting much done?
Yeah, I'm getting heaps done.
I bet you're doing 10 listings and then playing 10 games of Fortnite.
Okay, it's not Fortnite. And I'm not playing 10 games. I'm playing one game. It's a 1 to 10 ratio. If I lose my game, I then have to do 20 listings. And believe me, I'm getting my listings
Is
done
it Fortnite?
quickly. No, it's not Fortnite.
What is it?
It's Call of Duty on mobile. As if I'm going to play Fortnite. What kind of freak do you think I am? You won't like this one.
Why won't I? Do you just want to do it? You just want to eat it all. It's got jalapenos. Oh, that's spicy.
I got this chair for you. You're not even using it.
I just photographed a whole heap of those medical Mills and Boon. You know that lady? You know that lady who has literally bought like
In Singapore.
60 bundles from me of the same type, and I was tempted to go over there. Like as soon as I photographed them, I was tempted to list them because I feel like as soon as I list them, I've got a guaranteed sale that she's going to come and buy them, because she must have a notification set for those books when they get listed, because she literally buys them as soon as I list them. This is what? There's some chili on this. It's quite flaming hot.
You gotta put more. You almost...
I hope that doesn't make me sluggish now eating that. We should have got salad rolls from the bakery. Look, if I'm doing my death pile, why the freak don't you do yours?
This isn't death pile.
This is death pile. This is death pile.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work fast, but there's definitely a lot to do in here. These bundles just take so much longer than the individual books. Just take a few inside. Oh, this is a cool book. I mean, yeah, book. This is a cool book that comes in like a tin. Gourmet Pilgrim, Mexico. So, how do I photograph this? I guess I'll get a photo of the tin. Just take one of the 4 sides so they can see it's not beat up. One on the back side. One like this. That might be a cover photo actually. Okay. This one's inscribed, so got to make sure, get a photo of that. Yum. Okay, now I want to put that on a, up here. And this is an interesting set. The Ultimate Barista box set. I've never sold this before. So it is a book, 2nd edition, the guide for coffee and the world's baristas, and then it's got DVDs. So it's obviously like a training manual or something for being a barista, making coffee. I have found coffee books in the past have sold really well for me. So I haven't sold these books for a long time. It's like a whole set, and it's about like, they're for kids obviously, how you're feeling. So there's sad, lonely, kind, jealous, angry, happy, loved, scared. I haven't sold them for a long time, but last time I did sell them, they sold for really, really good money. So I'm hoping, I got a bit of a kids haul not long ago, and these were part of it. And yeah, a lot of the kids' picture books, they can be not worth selling individually, but a lot of the bundles of them, they can do really well. I think the kids' books are sometimes a forgotten genre of books. I think this will make a better cover photo. These books are very vintage. They've got a bit of an odour to them. They've definitely got an odour, these a strong enough odour in these books that I will mention it in the listing. So all I do is these will be marked acceptable because they're only an old book anyway, old vintage book that's, you know, not in the greatest, they're probably good, but so what I'll do is I'll mark these as acceptable, and in the description I'll just write vintage books with vintage book with aged odor or something. I think people will know what that means. So I grabbed this before. I had 3 cookbooks sitting on the bench to bundle. They were all by Pete Evans, Australian chef. I knew I had other Pete Evans just sitting on the shelf. He's a bit of a slow seller. So what I did was I just went to the shelves. These 2 were listed individually. I've taken them off. I've marked them as 0 quantity on the listings. And basically, I'm just going to add them to this bundle. Try and make, they're not selling, they're old books. Just try and make this bundle a little bit more enticing, a little bit better value by having like the 5 books. And see if I can get them moving. Hit and miss Pete Evans. Sometimes he goes okay. It's a little bit controversial, so people either seem to love him or hate him. And then while I was grabbing Pete Evans off the shelf, I kept seeing, because he cooks a lot of paleo foods. So as I was going to the shelves, I noticed I had a lot of paleo books. So I grabbed another Pete Evans, and then I just went and searched my store and found these paleo cookbooks. So basically what I've done is I've pulled them off the store, again, slow selling, and I pulled them out of the store, and now I'm loading them up into, this will be described as like a paleo bundle. And fingers crossed I can move them because they're just sitting there individually. Paleo is generally not a real fast selling topic. I guess it's like anything, like paleo at one stage was kind of like a fad diet, I guess. Well, I don't know if it's a fad diet, but these kind of different paleo, keto, all these different diets, they go through stages, I guess, when they become popular and they die off a bit. And when they're popular, when there's a new diet that's super popular, it's good to sell. As they die off, there's new diets that come along. And yeah, I might just put a number with that one, actually. Oh. Okay, so you can see what I've done here. Like all these yellow ones, they're all the same. What is it called? I don't have my glasses on, guys. I literally can't read that. Gramophone or something. I think it's gramophone. Please, yeah, honestly, I can't read it because I don't have glasses on. But all the yellow are like this gramophone one. Then I've got all this red is like EMI, and all this blue and red is Decca. Now, I don't normally do classical. Tom doesn't do a huge amount of classical either. It's a big genre to learn, and it's a hard genre to learn. I was thinking about, gee whiz, I don't know. I was thinking about either lotting these up into like, okay, finding the ones that are all like strings, like violin, etc., and putting like a whole strings one. But then I don't know, maybe I'm just better to put them all by the same. Like those ones look a little different to some of the others. You know, like these ones have got the white EMI, these ones have got the red EMI. Maybe I just lot them. Okay, these ones are easy because they're in like a case, so they'll go individually. What should I do? What should I do? So I'm not going to lie, these CDs are torture. I don't know how Tom I just spat. I don't even know how Tom specialises in CDs. What a pain in the butt to open them all up, check the discs for scratching, check the discs are there, show the discs in all the photos. I don't know. Like, what a rigmarole. I can see over there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 8 bundles left to photograph of these CDs. I'm just inserting this now while I'm editing. I'm not sure where all the footage is of me sorting the actual CDs, but I did sort them into lots of like the same types of genre, like piano, opera, classical, strings, as much as I possibly could, and by the same type of brands, the Decca, the EMI, and the Gramophone. And then I've got this footage here, but there's no audio to it, so something happened with the microphone. So I'm just letting you know that after I photographed all of those CDs, which were an absolute pain, I've put them all down here on these shelves, given them their number, and then going to list them. So just so you can hear the background noise behind me, that is the guy who's working in the shed next to me as a panel beater. You can hear how loud his machines are, and he has his music blaring at full ball, so I can't always have the camera going with the noise because I'll get copyrighted. So that's why I sometimes go into time lapse. But now that I've finished doing the CDs, I'm moving into finishing the children's haul, and I've got a couple of bags of them that have been sitting on the floor, and that's what I'm going to start sorting now. My nose is red. It's running because it's so cold in here now. Okay, so it's about 7 o'clock at night. So Tom and I got here this morning at 8 o'clock in the morning. We had somebody who was coming to do a pickup, and so by the time that all finished and we got actually started with working, we didn't start working till 9 o'clock this morning. So 7 o'clock now, it's at about 10 hours. So we've been going pretty hard today. I was thinking this morning like I would work through 24/7 but I just was forgetting, like, it's not summer anymore, it's not full winter, but oh my goodness, it is absolutely freezing in here. Under my sweatshirt I've got a thermal, a t-shirt, my sweatshirt. I've had to put the puffer on now, I've had to put the beanie on, got the fingerless gloves going, like my hands are like frozen looking. I think it was wishful thinking of me thinking that I could just go all night. I kind of had in my head that I was just sick of this and I was just going to work like as long as it took me, but I don't think that's going to happen. I am making progress. I guess the other thing that I'd definitely like to do maybe before I go tonight is to get some of these magazines out. When my hands are cold, it's really hard to photograph. So I think what I might do is just keep sorting and keep lining this bench up with bundles. So as soon as I get in here tomorrow morning, I could just start photographing again. Okay, I just swapped coats. This one's probably not quite as warm, but I just realized that the other one was making a terrible crinkling noise while I was walking in the microphone. So I'm really sorry, I've swapped. I should have no noise now, guys. Okay, where are we? Before I do the magazines, there's more down here. So I really want to check these magazines out. Those are individual books to list. Oh, these are 44 Scotland Street by Alexander McCall. Oh my goodness, I cannot move them to save myself. They're the slowest selling books for me. Maybe other people have more luck with them, but I cannot seem to move them. Oh, remember I got these free Coca-Cola glass bottles. Oh, what the freak do I do with those? Sit there. Okay, what's this? None of these, Clive, these are all part of series. None of them can be bundled, so they need to go over here. I pick up a lot of free magazines and get given a lot. These ones have got like, these have come from one of the charity shops. He gives them to me for free, but they're, you know, there's a lot of double ups here as well. Never seen this magazine, Cosmos. So it looks like a science magazine. And there's a lot of them. There's a heap of railway magazines here, and they've been selling, I got some already listed. They're a bit slow, so it's on me. Model rail. Okay. These ones are interesting. They're called Inside History, and they're like on genealogy. So I never sold those, so I'm not sure how they'll go. There's a lot of like family tree ones here. Oh, I can smell the fire. Somebody's lit the fire out there outside. They're burning. One of the other warehouse guys must have. Double helix, never seen these. Gems and genealogy. Oh no, not genealogy. Gems and gemology. Ugh. See, this is exactly why I wanted to get all the magazines out at once, because they are spread. Oh, I just want to go and sit by that fire, guys. I can smell it. Oh, magazines are so heavy, guys. Here's more of those gems. Gems and gemology. So I've got these for free, guys. I've got no idea. I haven't comped them because they came to me for free. Normally if there's a bundle of them, I like to give them a bit of a go with the magazines because you never know. Gee, there's a lot of these gemology and they're really heavy magazines. Scientifics. Landscope. Did I have any of those somewhere? 21, 23. Okay, 21, 22, 23. 22, 22, 22, 22. Okay, wow, they're nearly all 2022. They're nearly all going to be double ups, aren't they? Unless if there's multiple bundles of the same one, it's the same listing. January, February, March. Oh, come on, we're nearly there. Hornby magazine. What the hell? Good morning. Look at the frog. This is how cold it was last night.
You say look at the frog?
Look at the frost. Frost. I had to look at. Sit here and take forever to defrost. It was cold last night, wasn't it?
A little bit cold.
It's freezing. It's freezing now. Morning, guys. It is Sunday now and I'm back here in the warehouse. So last night I finished up, I think Tom and I left here around 10 p.m. So we did a good 14-hour day here at the warehouse. I couldn't film much in the evening. The guy who rents the warehouse next to me, he's a panel beater and he does it. This is like his secondary job. He's got another full-time job. So he comes here kind of like at strange times and after hours, and He was working late last night, but I got to the point where I had to message Tom and said, we have to go. Like, I feel like I'm getting high. So, no joke. He's got so much, all this spray paint, whatever he was doing last night, the fumes of it, they were like, they're not so bad over this side of the warehouse, but I was getting books from the other side of the warehouse. And every time I go over there, I'd get this waft of these paint fumes. And, like, by the end of the night, I was like, I don't know if I'm just tired or if I'm like getting high or something from his paint fumes, but I need to get out of here. So I ended up messaging Tom like, we got to go and we got to go now. It was probably good timing though, because it was so cold and I was frozen and my phone kept running out of battery and I'm trying to charge it and film and charge it and film. And also, like, the guy next door as well, he puts his music on, and sometimes he puts the radio on, and it's not too bad. Like, I'm fine with the radio station that he uses. But when he puts his playlists on, it's really heavy metal, and like, it's on loud, and it just comes like, I couldn't have any music on in here because it would contradict with his music. Do you know what I mean? It just wouldn't work. So basically, whatever he listens to, I've got to listen to. And when he's got like his heavy metal playlist on, so that's what he had going last night. So not only is it like nearly 10 o'clock at night, I'm still listening to this head-banging music and I'm getting all these paint fumes and I'm like, I'm done. I've had enough. Like, I gotta go. Poor Tom, it was just like, we're going and we're going now. I'm like, get in the car, I'm ready. But anyway, I'm back here this morning. First thing I'm going to do today is start on the photos. I've got so much prepped, ready here to go. So all the books that were sitting up here that were listed in my store but needed going through, I've done them all. And there was also like a bag of them down there as well. They're all done. I need to do a bit of a recycle run. Those were recycled magazines. Got the shelf. I built the shelf last night, so that's ready to go. And then all this bench is what I'm going to work on now. So I've got all these bundles, plus over here more bundles. So that's this morning's job. First thing, going to get the bundles going. I'm definitely going to need the little heater next to me here. It is still very, very cold in here this morning.
It's cold outside, but the fire keeps us warm. We can spend the night beneath the mistletoe. It's cold outside.
Now I can sit. I got a seat. And that seat is really cold on my butt. No. Okay, let's photo. My hands are freezing. I might need... I wonder if oh, here's the fingerless gloves. I'm not real good with gloves when I photo, but I'm going to try these because I'm cold. Oh, I need the jumper. I've got singlet, t-shirt, jumper, now another jumper. It's not even winter yet, guys. It's still autumn. Oh no. Photo storage full. You're kidding me. Okay, guys. No video while I'm photographing because my storage is full on that camera. Story of my life. Okay, I need this phone. I need this camera. Oh no, another box of Mills and Boon. Are you kidding me? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, there's probably 2 boxes. Oh. Oh. Oh, I thought I was done with them all. Shit. I'm just pulling these straight into bundles, pretty much as they are. They all look like they're in order. That's never ending. Never ending. It's like the never ending story. Okay, from that pile down there, I've got some individual books that need photography, but look at all those Mills and Boon I just found. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, another 20 bundles. Oh, they're gonna have to go there. Far out. I thought I was nearly done doing all the bundles. I thought I was getting ready to start on these ones. Oh my goodness, it's never ending. Absolutely never ending. So before I photograph the Mills and Boon, I'm going to make up some bundles of these cookbooks because I want to photograph a whole lot of these at the same time. So I'm just putting them into lots of the same topics. So for instance, I've got a pile of soup, I've got a pile of Asian, I've got a pile of Italian, or etc, etc. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a whole lot more photography, and then I'll come back when I've got some more bench space and I'll start doing round 2 of the cookbooks. Okay, this is where I'm at. This shelf is getting quickly full. All the Mills and Boon and everything is done here. These stacks are individual books to list. These are still bundles that I'm working off. And my pile is definitely getting a lot less. So it is almost 6 p.m. Tom and I got here at 8 o'clock this morning. He's had enough. He's been trying to get me to go for about the last hour and a half. Good morning, it is Monday and I am back here again for another freezing cold session in the warehouse. It was -1 when Tom and I got up this morning, so I always feel like if it's -1 outside, it's probably like -5 inside the actual warehouse. I think I might buy a thermometer thing so I can actually like look at how cold it is in here, so then I can show you and you know that I'm not just exaggerating about how cold it is. Okay, so I got a lot of orders to pick and pack. Well, yesterday was pretty quiet, so I don't know about a lot, but I've got orders to pick and pack. And first thing, but I still want to keep going on some of these photos before I get it. You know, the pick and pack, you know, it has to be done today, right? Whereas like this stuff is like, I've got to be motivated to do it. So I figure if I start with some more of this stuff, keep going with some of my bench stuff here before I do my pick and pack, as long as I get the pick and pack done today, no worries. This stuff, while I'm in the mode, I think I'm just going to start off with more photography. I just had to race up to the hardware shop and get some more of this bundling wrap. Yeah, I've just been absolutely cranking through lately all these, feels like only a couple of weeks ago that I went up there and bought half a dozen rolls, but just been doing so much bundling and I've still got quite a lot to go. So yeah, definitely been pumping through this. I think it costs about $5 a roll, but normally it lasts me quite a while, but not at the moment. Okay, at least this pile doesn't look as overwhelming. Not as overwhelming. Righto, first bundle's laid out here ready. It's a barbecue set. My heater on. Warm my little fingers up here as I go. Stir fries. I really can't stay. Baby, it's cold outside. Okay, so if you're wondering what I'm doing with all these books, basically all of these books came from one of Tom's really big hauls, and I was helping to sort his hauls. These are all like the cookbooks, and all of these are low-end books, like low-end cookbooks that are they're either going to sell really, really slowly if you try and sell them by themselves, and they're just not going to make very much profit. So basically, Tom's gave them all to me because he didn't have time to be bundling them all up. And also I've got like quite a lot of other cookbooks in my store because I do have a cookbook supplier. So it means that I end up with a lot of them. So it made sense for me to take them because one, I know how to kind of bundle them up, but two, I've got a lot of books on my shelves that are same as this. Because I've got a supplier, I get a lot of ones that are low end and slow moving. So the idea is if I've got too many here that I can't bundle, then I can pull some off the shelves to create kind of like value bundles in the hope that I can move them that way, because otherwise they won't move, right? They're not really desirable books to put into your store as individual. So when you've got undesirable books, you either have to discard them and rehome them somewhere else, or you have to find a way to make them valuable into your own store. So you can always create value by creating a bundle, but the bundle has to go together. You can't just have random books into a bundle because nobody's going to want that. So for me, I'm trying to create bundles that are on the same topic. Like I just put one over there for picnic campers. Like there's no point me putting a picnic camper book and an Asian cooking book and a bread machine cooking book. That would be a ridiculous bundle. So the idea is for me, all these books that have been piled down there, like the reason why I haven't dealt with them straight away is because I didn't have room and I needed to bring them all out like I'm doing now and create all these piles of similar topic books and then see what I can put together. And if it's a crappy bundle that still doesn't look like it's going to be saleable in my store, then that's when I go and I look at what is on the shelf. That's maybe there's a little bit more of an enticing book on the shelf that I can bring in and pop it together and make a bundle. So that's what I'm doing. It's not ideal to have this kind of stuff, but when you're in the book market, sometimes this is what happens. We get these big hauls and they are full of undesirable items and you got to pick through them, and you've either got to somehow work your magic and make them into desirable bundles, or just don't sell them. You know, ideally, this is very time-consuming stuff. Ideally, this is not really what I want to be doing. It's really not. Like, they're just undesirable books. It's very hard when you have a lot of them to just be like, let's just get rid of them. It feels very hard when there's so many of them. And this is why I'm moving away from doing like big hauls. Like, yeah, I'm still going to do some big hauls. There's room for big hauls. But, what else? Greek cuisine. Yeah, I still want to do some big hauls, but I don't like the big hauls that are just full of low-end stuff. Like, I want to be very, very particular now when I'm doing hauls. I've got tubs down, these tubs down here, these are the same. These are basically these type of books. They're all cookbooks that are too low-end to sell together, but I've got them in category. Like this box here is all for like international foods, Asian, Thai, whatever that one was, Greek, whatever. If I don't have enough of them, then I put them in here, and then when I get like 4 or 5 on the same topic of these low-end books, I can put it there. But it's very hard when you get these hauls. And if you don't have the space, it's really hard if you don't have the space to do this. Like, because this is where you get unstuck. You build these death piles, and they just sit around for ages because you can't deal with them. There's a lot of dessert books, and I find dessert. Oh shit! You scared the life out of me. Oh my god! Oh my god! You really just scared me. Let's go where? Is it lunch break? Casseroles, 1 pot casseroles, slow cooker, bakes, casseroles, winter warmers, 1 dish, 1 pot. Pressure cooking, pressure cooking, pressure cooking. Slow, 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 slow. One pot. Slow cooking. Okay, slow, slow, slow. I tell you what, I'd like a slow cooker meal right now. Yum. Okay. Slow, slow, slow. Perfect. Unbundle. So pressure cooker is a bit different, isn't it, to a... I wonder if I've got any other pressure cookers. High blood pressure, take the pressure off your heart. Pressure cooker. Oh, it's already sold. Okay, no pressure cooking books in the store. So I'll just put those two together because I feel like a pressure cooker is a different machine. Cooking with herbs, and then I saw herbs books down here. Super herbs, aromatic herbs, cooks and herbs, that'll do. And it's a little bit hit and miss. Sometimes these bundles sell well, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they take ages. So, but most of the time, like these books, the good thing about them is I'm putting like six odd books into a bundle. But the good thing about it is, like when you get books like these, they generally, like I'm not paying up for these books. Generally, if I'm getting these kind of books that are going into big bundles, they're either coming to me in free hauls, they're coming to me like in like a mass supplier where it's like a bulk buy deal. So there's never very much of cost and goods. Like all these ones that Tom gave me for free. So, you know, it's worth giving them a go. But the ones that I have in there, generally, like they're probably books that I've paid like 20 cents for. So, you know, you can have 6 books, but your cost of goods, you know, still likely to be under $2. So, you know, you can give good value to the buyer. Look at all these bundles. It's like I need another shelf. Like, where are they going to go? I don't have a shelf to put that many bundles on. Well, that's going to be a problem, isn't it? This is good because I'm also emptying books from down in here that have been set aside for these purposes. The omega-3 diet, low GI diet. I'm pretty sure I've got some of them. Been getting a few sales. Let's have a look. I've got one new offer. Let's have a look, guys. Oh no, that's a glitch. I've already accepted that offer. Sold a cookbook for $45. Got about 40 orders to pack, which is not very much. It was a quiet weekend. Anyway, you can't expect many orders when you don't list much. And to be honest, I haven't been listing very much. So, like guys, I might not have been listing much, but I've been photographing all weekend. So guess what's about to hit my store during the week? A lot of orders. Guys, look, there is no books more over here now. I do have that box in the corner. There is no more books on the floor. And I've been able to finally bundle them all up. That was a big task. The scary thing is now I just don't know where I'm going to put them. These books here, these 2 piles, they're all for individuals. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'm going to give this floor a sweep quickly, bud, and then I'm probably going to pick and pack my orders, just so I'm ready at the same time when Tom's ready, so we can do the post run together. Okay, it's 5 p.m. on Monday, and I'm nearly done for the day. So I'm really glad that I got all of these stacks bundled up this morning before I started the pick and pack, because once I started the pick and pack, that's it for the day. It's like problem after problem after problem. And this is why it's really hard, like on a normal day, like when you're doing your pick and pack and you've got all your other stuff and you're attentive to all your buyers' needs and stuff, like you can get so busy and caught up that's when it makes it hard to get that chunk time to do all the tasks that actually need doing. So I'm really grateful that I spent all of Saturday and Sunday in here without having to do any pick and packs, without answering really any customer service, without worrying about offers. And like, I pretty much left that until I got home at night each night, doing any offers or a few messages if I needed to with buyers. But like, through the day that I was here in the warehouse, I simply just sat and focused, had nothing to do except focus on cleaning up and photographing my death pile. So I'm really glad that when I came in here this morning, like, I didn't just pick and pack first up, because that's when all the issues start to do, when you've got messaging people and buyers and you can't find items, and like the whole day just ends up blown. You know, I had to go to the post office twice today. I had errors, I had mistakes left, right and centre today. Like, it was just one of those, it was typical manic Monday. Just another manic Monday. So even though I got all these bundled up this morning, I have all day, I haven't had time now from, you know, about lunchtime when I finished doing this. I haven't had a spare second to even take a single photo. But I will say I'm going to finish the vlog off here because I feel like I've pretty much done the warehouse. But this is just a straight photography line now. I just need another few hours of chunk time in the warehouse, which in all honesty, I probably won't get here till Thursday. Because Tuesday, tomorrow, I'm not out here at the warehouses. Wednesday is Tom's birthday, and we're only going to work a few hours in the morning doing our pick and pack, and then we're going to go out for a bit of a road trip that day or do something. And then Thursday I'm in here and I can tackle this. But that's the story of my life, never having the chunk time to get a lot of this stuff done. But that's how easily it happens. When you just don't get quality chunk time and you're buying and you get a few hauls, and then next minute is all on top of you. You know, it was only, you know, feels like, well, it was the end of the year, January, 1st of January, my warehouse here was spotless. And it stayed spotless for a while, but it very quickly gets on top of you if you don't stay on top of it. So, yeah, I really like having those chunk days, but where I can get anything. I'm going to finish it off. I'm going to show you what the warehouse looks like now so you can give me a clap. I need some positive reinforcement here, guys. And I'm going to give me a clap, and I swear in my next couple of blogs you're going to see these stacks and they're going to be gone, and the warehouse is going to be spick and span again. And not buying. I'm not buying one thing until these are done. Okay, nice and clean. No books on the floor. Hip hip hooray. Only there. Everything is gone from here pretty much. They need to go into my car. Yes, actually, I still need to work on this pile. Some of these are set aside as I'm building sets. Yeah, the new shelf that I built is totally full. Did put these mailers up here, but guys, I kind of think I'm going to need that shelf space to put some of these. These are really heavy, so I don't like the real heavy ones on top too much. And nice clean aisle. Clean, nothing on the floor here. Nothing on the floor here, no tables. Those magazines, yes, again, I don't have a shelf for those. They are listed though, and they are neatly piled there, so I'm just going to leave them there for the time being because I'm already not sure where all these are going to go. And then, yeah, got it out ready to go here today, but haven't had a chance. 2 single stacks of individual books as well. I'll do these ones first, then I'll crack down the line here. But yeah, 2 new shelves, totally full. Amazing. Amazing, but oh, how nice is it to walk in here again. Perfect. But until this, guys, and I swear to you, until this is dealt with, and until that box is dealt with, no more buying. Okay, I'm signing off now. This is probably a really, really long vlog. If you've got to the end here, thank you. I really appreciate you guys watching. It means so much to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And until next time, see you later. And guys, go do your own death piles. Go do it now. Honestly, you'll feel so much better once it's done. You really will.